welcome to Miss Megan's classroom. Today we're going to be working on tumbling for ages 5 to 7 years old. But as always, any age is welcome. If you like what you see here today, please hit the subscribe button below. So let's get started. So first, our warm-up. Jog or run in place, arm circle forward and backward, other side forward and backward, jumping jacks. You can go in a circle, stay light and bouncy on the toes, get those fingertips touching over your head, high knees. And now, let's do a little stretch. Sit right down in your pike, stretch up, reach over for those pointed toes. Stretch up, flex your feet, reach over, head down, nose to your knees. Stretch up tall, straddle your legs. Turn to one side and reach over for that pointed foot. Switch sides. Stretch and reach to the middle, keeping your arms glued to your ears. Stretch up tall, flex your feet, give yourself a hug, and reach 1, 2, 3. Switch sides, reach 1, 2, 3. And walk your hands out in the middle. Head down. Stretch up tall. Bring your feet together for a butterfly stretch. Sit up tall. Grab your toes and bring your chest down to your feet. And tuck your head in. Pull one leg in, cross the other leg over, and twist. Switch sides and sit up nice and tall. Swing around to your hands and knees for your wrist stretch. Spin those wrists in a circle. Turn sideways and little pushes off the mat. You can be tricky and try a front support position, then lift up to a side support and the other side support. Turn your fingertips toward the floor and rock or hold. Turn your hands over and try to make a fist with your hands upside down. Roll your shoulders backward and forward. Swing your arm over your head and grab your elbow. Swing your other arm over your head and grab your elbow and pull. Pull one arm across your body and pull it in. And switch sides. Clasp your hands behind your back, head down, bottom up. Shake your arms out. Bring your head down to one side, then the other, and up and down, all around. So for 5 to 7-year-olds, we start working on splits. So everybody up to your tall knees, hands on your hips, place one foot out. It can be slightly bent or you could have it straight. Now you're going to take your belly button and push your hips forward. And straighten your front leg and bring your nose down to your knee. Once again, that's up to your tall knees. Place one foot in front. It can be slightly bent or you can have it straight. You're going to take that belly button and push your hips forward so you're in a nice deep lunge. This is a different kind of lunge we do in tumbling. Then you're going to take that front knee without moving your feet and push it straight. Hands down. Try to bring your nose down to your knee for a nice stretch. If this is easy peasy for you and you want to feel something a little bit more in this stretch, you can pull your toes up off the floor, flex your feet, but it's up to you. Next, hands down, and you're going to slide your front leg forward and your back leg behind you. Trying to sit up tall. You don't want to overdo it. And what we do one way, we do the other way. Both legs. Lunge. Straighten. Head down. And sweep. Try to tuck your back knee under. And come on out. Last one, straddle split. So everybody stand up, feet out, hands down, and slide your feet as far as you'll go. And when you're as far as you can go, then you lift your toes up. Now we want our knees smiling up toward the sky, not toward the side. And come on out of it. You can hold it for as long or as short a time as you want. All right, I feel nice and warmed up, and I'm going to work on my tumbling today. We're going to start with a forward roll series. Now, some of you might know your forward roll or your somersault already, but now we're going to add another layer to that. There's a few different ways you could do a forward roll. One is with your legs tucked in tight. Another is with your legs straight, and another is with your legs wide open. So that's called a tuck forward roll, a pike forward roll, and a straddle forward roll. So let's get to it. So from the side, for our tuck forward roll, you start in your body check, squat down, knees tight together, feet tight together, tuck your head, bottom up, back to my squat position, then I stretch up tall, okay? You want to think of your squat as a ball. If you stay in your squat the entire time, you'll continue to roll. But if you break that squat or that tucked position, then your ball deflates, and it's tricky to stand up. Next one we're going to try is a pike forward roll. So we did our pike stretch earlier today, and that's with our legs straight and straight. So I want you to imagine, after you do your body check, that you are taking a bow with your legs straight. Hands down, your legs are still straight, tuck your head and roll. And then at the very last minute, then you tuck to stand up. So last but not least in our forward roll series is our straddle. So you're going to start with your legs wide open, stretch up tall, and we're working on keeping our legs straight the entire time. Hands press in the middle. You tuck your head and you press the floor again at the end, and you want to lean forward so it's almost like your head's going to touch the ground, but you're using your strong muscles to push you back up. From the side, it looks like this. Just could call it a star roll too. Kind of looks like a shooting star. So you stretch up tall, hands down, roll, push, 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 and stretch at the end. The difference with the straddle roll is you start pushing the floor with your hands and you finish pushing the floor with your hands before you stretch at the end. The tuck and the pike roll, you finish without your hands. No hands allowed for that. Let's move on. So next, we have our bridge. Here we go. Do you remember what this position is called? That's right, it's a layup. Your legs are pointed, your arms are stretch, 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 and they're tight, tight, tight. Now bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor, a little bit apart. Bend your elbows so your hands are flat on the floor with your fingertips facing your shoulders, and use those tummy muscles, strong arms and strong legs to push your tummy up. And if you can hold that, you can try rocking forward and back. Then tuck your chin to come down. Look up at the ceiling so you don't pull your hair or hurt your head. After each bridge, you give your knees a squeeze and you rock and roll. Another thing you can try in your bridge, if you feel that you're getting stronger and if your head is off the floor, is try to lift up a limb, like an arm or a leg. So let's give it a try. Bend your elbows and bend your knees. Bridge up. And give your knees a squeeze and rock and roll. Very good, everyone. So last thing we're going to work on today are cartwheels. So there's a couple different ways you can practice your cartwheels. I like to call this the gymnastics or the balance beam cartwheel, and I call this the circus or the dancer cartwheel. We're going to start with our gymnastics or our balance beam cartwheel. So first, start in your body check. Lunge forward, turn your hands sideways. I have my right leg in front, so I'm going to turn my fingertips to the right. Legs over, left foot, right foot in the lunge, and then back to my body check. Next one is a side cartwheel or a dancer or a circus cartwheel. Start 2 feet together, stretch up tall, straddle your legs, hands down, and you can rock. 1, 2, 3, hands down at the same time. Legs jump right over. So what we do one way, we always do back the other. I start in my body check, lunge, cartwheel. For my balance beam cartwheel, same thing over here. Body check, straddle, or it can be a slight lunge for your side cartwheel. Rock 1, 2, 3, right on over. Great job, everyone. I hope you had fun today, and I hope to see you again soon for some new skills. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.